Yeah, so my role here is Academy Director. My role is basically being responsible for taking the Academy to the next level. So working alongside our Head of Academy, Stephen Wright, and Kevin Garrick, who is our Head of Children's Programme. My role is to look at resource development, looking at developing the coaches, looking at creating a player pathway from 8 years of age right through into the under-18s and development squad, but also, more importantly, looking at the exit strategies. So for those who maybe have just fallen short of taking their football to the next level, trying to create so many different options for these young people to go and have success in whatever part of life. We're very fortunate here at the club that we've got a fantastic partnership with St John's High School. We will be taking our 4th intake into the school this summer, and we get to essentially monitor the players a lot closely, or more closely than we have done in the past, in that we see them training every day. We get them together for analysis sessions, but with the football development part of it, we are also aware of their academic ability. So very early on, we can really start talking to them about what other options are available to them beyond football. That could be looking at further and higher education, understanding that getting your qualifications early is really important, just in case plan A doesn't work. It's looking at other eventualities. For example, today, the ones who have just came on full time, getting them to really think about what's the plan B. So the support we provide them is not just the players, as the parents as well. So it gives them probably the support to reiterate some of the key messaging back there. It's not just about your football, your academic performance is just as important as well. But it also then aligns to our core values of the all well-rounded young person we're trying to create here, that the way you do anything is the way you do everything. That's to do with schoolwork, that's to do with what you do in training, what you do in games, and how they live their life. It's really exciting. We've had a number of players previously who have intimated they would like to go and try America, to look at scholarships, which is great. But as a club, we've then reflected on those who went across into America and who've bounced back. And there's been a number of players who haven't coped with the change, or who maybe been homesick, and we've looked at our academy setup thinking, what can we do a lot earlier to prepare the player and the family of the big step that goes across. There's been many who have been across and had great success, but we know how much of a change it can be for the young person. So to continue with that, having this partnership to really work with the families a lot earlier is going to give them such a massive opportunity. Ever since Tim and John came to the club, youth development has been a massive priority and continues to be a massive priority for the club. So having their knowledge and understanding of the scale of the opportunities across in America, it's really exciting because we know there's opportunities here in Scotland, we know there's opportunities down in England, but we now know there's opportunities all across the world. So having that knowledge for the past 10 years has given us a real insight to give the players and their parents and families what an opportunity there is. We've got a number of ex-academy graduates who are currently working across in America full time, so I keep in regular contact with them. So I know the standard that's improved significantly over the past 10 to 15 years. The amount of people from Scotland and the UK going across and coming back has increased, but also the amount of people coming across from America and playing, not just the highest level here in Scotland, down in England as well. We know that there's real opportunities here, and it's not just a case of going across and getting your qualifications in America. The standard there as well is something that's really exciting for players too. So yeah, all round it's really something we want to push. Yes, we've had, actually before we made them aware that we had this partnership, we had many parents asking us about scholarships because they are taking their academic performance really seriously, but at the same time understanding their love for football. And again, it's giving the parents and the families reassurance when they commit to us and when we commit to them at 10 years of age. There's many options. There's many options beyond just that plan A into the first team. So having them understand that we're working significantly hard to create these opportunities, it's almost giving them peace of mind that there's a bigger opportunity here for them. So that's something we'll continue to pursue over the next 5 to 10 years. We've got huge ambitions. We want to be one of the best academies, not just in Scotland, but across the UK. But what does that mean? It means that any child that we've got coming to the academy feels safe, nurtured, that understand the demands that we'll be placing on them, but also understanding that if football doesn't work out for any reason, they can use the transferable skills that they develop here to go into the next stage of life. So whether it's further higher education, whether it's moving across other parts of the world, whether that's employment, whatever that looks like, we are building up leadership skills and self-efficacy, a growth mindset to give them an understanding that the experience they get here all at times can be really tough and the demands are high. I'm a real champion for football and sport, that nothing like this gives them the character to be successful in any part of life. You cannot help but look at the success of first team players, and that's their inspiration, that is their role models. And because we've got so many first team players now who've came through the academy, then it's given them actual proof that it's not too far away. You know, the young boys who I coached through the academy who signed full time today, you know, we're having a laugh at it. Only this summer and next few weeks they could be training with the under-18s development squad, and the first team manager say, I need a few bodies. So going from, you know, being a young player to being thrown right in the mix, it's only, you know, they're in touching distance now. So I think that, not just I think, we've had a real strong tradition across many years of our academy producing players for the first team. So it's not just hypothetical now, we've got actual tangible proof, and at the highest level with Lyle, with Josh, with Finn and many others, giving them, you know, that courage and that excitement at the same time. There's many places now. I'm a fan of California. You know, I worked there myself, and you know, waking up each day in wonderful venues, warmer weather, at the same time really having a life-changing experience. That's just one example. There's many others. I know many of my friends and former players come through the academy, and former teammates as well. There's so many wonderful places across here. So yeah, that's my answer, California.